Okay, I'm faced with an 82-yard approach shot into a green here, and this shot gives a lot of people trouble, and I'm going to show you the keys to this. So you want to create known numbers for each wedge in your bag. You want to make sure when you get your wedges, the gapping is right. You don't want any more than 20 yards between, full swing wise, between any of your wedges. All right, so let's make sure the gapping is less than 20. Next, you want to create known numbers, swings you can just do in your sleep beyond your full swing. Obviously, you already have one known number at your full swing. We need to do, I don't care what you call them, like a 3/4 and a half, or a 9 o'clock and a 7:30, or an armpit and a belly button. But it's got to be one that you can just do rolling out of bed, half asleep. You can just do it easy. All right. For me, what I do for my known number, biggest known number under a full swing, I put my glove on. I want to remind myself that it's full swing mentality. I'll square up my stance, slightly narrower than normal. I'll turn and pivot, but I'm going to stay really centered. I don't want to move to the right or load to the right like I would if it was a driver or a 5-iron. And I'm going to make a smaller swing. So I might feel just right there. Then I'm going to have some lateral shift, and then I'm going to use the ground to push, turn, and rotate, and I want that shaft leaning about 15 degrees forward at impact, which is tour average. That's going to give you a low flighted spinning wedge shot. It's going to be less spin than a full swing, but not enough where the club ball won't stop. I want it to hit and one hop and stop. All right, so I developed that swing. I practice it daily. I know when I do it, I can hit it 84 yards. Then I might do a belly button swing where I take it back to here. Same mentality, but just kind of smooth, positive turning through the ball. And when I learn how far that goes, I'm simply going to write it down. Now, if you came to my academy to see me, one of the things I would do for you, I would create, let's see, on one side, I got a little bag tag with myself and Charlie Hoffman, who I taught for 8 years. On the other side, I have all my known numbers written down. You look at my sand wedge, I hit it 107 full, 84 yards with my little 9 o'clock swing, and what I call my belly button swing, I hit 60. I could write it there and put it on your bag, or I could just literally write it on the back of your club and put a piece of Scotch tape over it. You see 107, 84, and 60. So if I got an 82-yard pin, the first question I ask myself is, where do I want to land it? That's a judgment. 82, let's say I'm going to land it too short, 80. 80 is 4 less than that one swing I can do in my sleep, and that's how your brain works. It just needs context. So I know what 84 feels like. I'm just going to take a little bit off of that to hit 82. All right, so always I have my plan in place, then I use my eyes to get into the target. I have an awareness of what the feeling is and a picture in my brain. I just allow them to connect. Okay, in a full swing, I'm going to go feet shoulder width. I'm going to load into my right glute. It's okay even if my head drifts a little to the right because I have time to land, push, and rotate, which you don't have on a little small swing. So here would be my full swing technique. Nice load to the right. All right, and now let's do the little one next, the one I call the belly button swing. I like to choke down, slow little back swing. I got to set my hands and stop them what feels like right in here. Most people go a little bit further back than that, but I'll tell you the #1 mistake amateurs make is they make too big a swing and then they don't use their body, the ground, their feet to rotate and get that good impact position. So, little belly button swing. That one flies 60 yards, the little bigger one flies 84, the full one flies 107. So you'll get known numbers for all your clubs and see your progress into and around the greens with your distance wedges really improve.